Released in 2015, the highly memed Undertale remains one of the best indie games in recent history. This friendly and amazing RPG was all about exploring the underground world of monsters and making choices on whether or not to befriend them or use violence to get what you want. Good old arson and genocide. The game also paid tribute to a wide array of classics such as Earthbound, and like those older games, it features a wide variety of secrets. Undertale is, in fact, famous for its secrets, as there are an incredible number of them across the various different versions of the game on both PC and console, which is why I can't really discuss them all. From hidden villages to mysterious scientists to ominous followers, let's now take a look at secrets from Undertale that you may or may not have known about. I'm sorry if I pronounce anything wrong, I have not played the game. First up on our list is the isolated Tem Village, a secret settlement of Temmie monsters hidden off the beaten path in the waterfall region. It takes a bit of work to find this place, as you must walk down an invisible path to reach it. There are a few hints in the dialogue from other characters, but otherwise it's up to you to find your way here. Tem Village is full of Temmies, naturally, each of whom have unique and humorous dialogue. The Tem Shop here is also the only place in the game that lets you sell items in your inventory, which makes the place a pretty good place to come to. Because, well, like I said, it is the only place you can sell stuff. You can also eventually purchase the Tem armor here, the best armor in the game. Here you can see the Tem armor. Looks a bit unique. Looks kind of like a robot. And I believe that's the shop owner. Now on to our next one. Secret boss fights are always a neat secret to find, and Undertale has quite a few of them. For this fight, you'll need to own the Nintendo Switch copy of the game and interact with a few things in Pappy Russ's house before uncovering the route to Mad Mew Mew. The boss fight itself is tricky, as it introduces a new mechanic where the player's soul is split in two and you must move each half independently to the correct positions. You can't actually hurt Mad Mew Mew and must instead survive long enough to spare her. You can't even fight back. How are you supposed to win? Here you can see a colored image of her saying combat, bloodlust, destruction. Sorry if I stutter and stuff. I'm pretty bad with stuttering, so if that happens, pardon me in advance. For reasons that are explained at the end of Pacifist playthrough of Undertale, the canonical name of the game's protagonist is Frisk. For those same reasons, naming your character Frisk at the start of the game could absolutely lead to some serious problems. It makes sense, then, that doing so unlocks the game's hard mode. Hard mode is pretty short, lasting only till the end of the ruins section. New monsters as well as monsters from later in the game can be encountered here, and there are numerous changes to how other elements in the game world work as well. It's not for the faint of heart, although it is certainly an interesting experience for anyone who wants a bit of a challenge. I am not one of these people who want a challenge. I suck with this kind of thing, so I will be staying away from hard mode. But if you are the kind of person who likes completing the hard or difficult paths in video games, this is the way for you. Now on to our next one, what may be somewhat ironically one of the most well-known secrets in Undertale is the existence of W.D. Gaster. This character is only very rarely mentioned, as the characters associated with him show up randomly and talk about him in evasive, uncertain dialogue. You can actually find him in the game as well, although he appears even more rarely than the characters that mention him. When he does show up, he can be found by going through a nondescript door in Waterfall, and he disappears the moment you attempt to interact with him, making W.D. Gaster the single-handedly most mysterious secret in the game. And that is why, from what I've read, he is my favorite of the characters. Second in line is Sans. Of course, I haven't played the game, so I can't really choose, but he seems pretty cool. And other people seem to agree with me. There's plenty of fan art. Along with getting a special response when the player calls himself Frisk, there are unique results for almost every character in the game. Forbidden names such as Floey and Sans will result in a dialogue presumably from those characters saying, "I already chose that name," and "Nope," and prevents the character from using the name. Allowed names such as Gerson generate answers like "Wahaha, why not?" and Pappy gets incredibly excited to see his name being used and cuts off the players halfway through typing the result in Pappy as their name. Most interesting is typing the name Gaster, as it actually crashes the game or sends it back to the title screen. Seems that he's trying to hide his existence, but he's not doing the best job at it because he's one of the most popular secrets in the game. So you might want to step up your hiding abilities. Another one of the endless Easter eggs in Undertale is the stick, an item that can coax several different responses out of several different characters. The stick is found at the very beginning of the game and is functionally quite useless, especially as a weapon. However, it's worth holding on to for the funny results you'll get during your playthrough. Throwing a stick for any dog character will make them instantly spareable, which is adorable. If the stick is thrown during the battle with Pappy, he will actually fetch it. Throwing the stick during the Mettaton EX fight will nab the player 700 or so points depending on when they throw it. Who knew Pappy was a dog? By the looks of things, he's just a skeleton with a bit of armor. That's what I see him as. And it is quite adorable how you can interact with the dogs in game. And this will be our last of the secrets because it is the end. I apologize for not uploading for a bit. That's on me. I was going through quite a bit personally. I hope you're all having an amazing day. Hope you enjoyed. And yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Stay hydrated. And I would really recommend this game. I'm sorry, so many ands. I really recommend it. Seems like a cool game. I've been wanting to play it for a while. Also, I listened to the soundtrack during it. Best sound.